Schwartz, number 9. Crowley puts it out to the right flank. McDaniel always attacking inside there and just over the goal that time by Shepers. You know, we talked about how dangerous she is. She comes in with 8 goals on the season and has come in with a lot of big goals as well in the games. It's interesting because McDaniel has had several close games, hasn't really always blown out the opponents, but certainly done enough to win. And again, it's been the Green Terrier in the early going here. Maskunas inside block. There's Shepers, tries to go around, and now it's Swarthmore clearing it out. Constant pressure by this McDaniel team in the early going. Game not even 2 minutes old. Samantha Barnes, number 24. Wisely passes it back now. This has been a pretty fast opening pace, and Swarthmore just trying to slow things down a little bit. Here come the Green Terrier again. Shepers tried to go back that time. Oh, nice play by Ali Zatelli, number 9. Again, stolen by Kirsten Crowley. Crowley very active here in the early going. Again, on the attack. There's nope, excuse me. That was Clausen. And a nice job by Veronica Gibbons, number 4. Gets it to the outside. Ball, though, not cleared. McDonald, number 8. And a good clear that time by Oyanyo Opio. We'll be calling Alice's number quite a bit today, as she is an outstanding defender. If you notice, she's marking Shepers, and that's going to be some task. There's McDonald. McDonald going down the left flank and blocked that time. Outstanding job by Oyango Opio. Really clearing up, but it'll be the first corner kick of the day for the Green Terrier. Allison Storm. She'll hit the end swinger. That's a nice job on there that time. I believe that was Gibbons heading that ball out for Swarthmore. Again, pressure and just by the goal that time. And Keller got a piece of it, so we're going to have the second corner kick of the game. That was number 9, Maddie Schwartz. Oyanyo Opio with the header out of there and then cleared, but not quite out that time. Great job by Maskunas that time, keeping it in. Playing it back now. Boy, again, McDonald. McDonald trying to go on that left flank. Nice job by Ali Sheev that time defensively, number 13. But there again is a shot by Sheev and a save by Keller. Third shot already of the game for the Green Terrier. Keller right there on the spot. Kicks that just inside midfield. There's a look at the defense. Dodderwike 14 and back there in the middle. She's a key person. And it'll be the Garnet. So Swarthmore has taken a lot of figurative punches so far from McDaniel. Still been able to hold things off. Moskunis down the right flank now. Cannot quite get to it, so it'll be the Garnet on the throw. That's Anwin Urquhart on the throw for Swarthmore. And again, the constant pressure. By the way, our referee today, Brandon Miniscalco, on the lines, Nick Franz and Joe Esposito. And that time, Charlotte Poole lets it go out, so it'll be a goal kick for the Garnet. Oyango Opio out there getting the ball. She's trying to look up there for Samantha Barnes. Again, the pressure. Oh, tremendous job that time by number 10, Taylor Clausen, but the pass was a little bit too far. Barnes, 24, is battling for it. And again, consistent pressure by the Green Terrier. There's Sheave, 13. Amy Harris with the ball, 11. Maddie Schwartz. I'll tell you what, McDaniel's done just an outstanding job switching fields, too. Now around midfield, there's Gibbons. Beautiful one-touch back there, too. Swarthmore now going in. Gibbons. Inside to Kokenmeister. She had a potential one-on-one situation, passed it back, and here comes McDaniel the other way. Shepard's touched it really up high that time. By the way, she has Sheave marking her now. Actually, two players are really marking her. That's what it takes. Weinault, 17. Boy, they've been working that right flank really well. That ball that time kicked off Urquhart. So it'll be McDaniel on the throw. Kirsten Crowley. Crowley crosses in. Oyanyo Opio with the header. She's tremendous in the air. Very tough to beat back there. And then she clears it out with another fine defensive play. Kokenmeister tried to run it down. Kim, the leading scorer, number 3 for this Swarthmore team. Kokenmeister now trying to run it down. She's staying on the ball and she gets it. Oh, and they're calling now that she pushed off that time, so it'll be a free kick for the Green Terrier. Wow. Kokenmeister, though, did an outstanding job staying with that ball. It looked like McDaniel had kind of given up, not thinking she'd get there. That's just tremendous hustle. And there's the keeper, Catherine Karstensen. She's got quite a foot on her. A better punter than from the ground. Harris to Gibbons. They're playing tight there. There's Barnes. Barnes will try to take it out. That's a good job. She keeps it out and goes the other way, keeps the ball in bounds. Samantha Barnes with an outstanding play. And Zitelli kicked it out of bounds, so it'll be McDaniel on the throw. Look at Shepherds. That's tremendous control. Trying to get by Ali Sheev, but she would have nothing to do with it, and Sheev winning out defensively. So what you're seeing Swarthmore doing is coming up early and not letting Sheppers have any room to touch it. Sheev looking to switch fields, but that ball was intercepted. Oh, good defensive play by Pull. Veronica Gibbons, number 4, has been very, very active. Yeah, we had a foul off the ball. It looked like we had a foul that time on, I don't know if it was on Kokenmeister, but it'll be a free kick. Boy, Gibbons again, very, very active in the air. There's Barnes. Barnes, remember last time, turned it upfield. Maddie Schwartz has tremendous ball control. You see there, she got that back to Allison Storm. Really working well. Look at Schwartz, number 9. She was just taking her time there, but pressure by Swarthmore, and McDaniel gave it up, but then got it back. I'll tell you, Swarthmore's doing a very good job at not giving McDaniel much room coming up for the ball. There's Barnes. Barnes has been dangerous on that right side. And cleared away that time, and it'll be the first corner kick of the game for the Garnet. Really great end-to-end action here. Ali Sheev setting up for the corner. She has Amy Harris, 11 there, short if she wants to go that way, and she does. Harris back, but that ball's cleared out of there. Run down by Urquhart. Oh, excellent trap by Clausen. Clausen really controlling play in the middle for McDaniel. Now Swarthmore tries to go wide. Gibbons. Back to Harris. Oyanyu Opio goes to that right flank to Sheev. Sheev cutting it inside, looking in there, and scores! Veronica Gibbons on a tremendous pass by Ali Sheev, and that is the first goal yielded this year by McDaniel. 31-37, or 31-36, there you see, left in this first half. That was an excellent play developing. And for Gibbons, that is her second goal of the season. And for the first time this year, McDaniel finds itself trailing. Really interesting, because if you look at it, McDaniel has kind of applied a lot of the pressure. But a great transition goal that time. Oyanyo Opio, she's been really solid back there. She was looking that time for Ali Sheev. For Sheev, by the way, that was her second assist of the season. There's Sheppers, who had a lot of touches early. I think what Swarthmore's done is they have moved up Ali Sheev on her. She was having a lot of room early on. Real good adjustment. There she is. One of the most dangerous players in Division III. Coming into the game, the Garnet had scored 6 and allowed 6, so it's now 7-6 in that category. Sheppers heads the ball in, still kept in by Crowley. One thing about this McDaniel team, great ball control. Barnes, who's made a few nice moves down the right side, couldn't quite get it. They're looking for Kokenmeister, but Dodder-White kicks it out of bounds. As again, Swarthmore putting on some pressure here in the first half. Yep, there was a push that time. Easy call. So it'll be Karstensen after the foul. And that ball just goes out of bounds. We've been told that Karstensen has one of the best punts that you'll see. Whether it's Division III, Division I, doesn't matter. She has not done it yet. Hasn't had a lot of distance on the free kicks. Looked like a push that time, so it'll be a free kick for the Green Terrier. Gibbons with an excellent pass back to Keller. Keller showing some good skill, but still pressure. Wow. Oyongo Opio with the header again. And here come the Garnet. Kokenmeister has one player to beat. We'll see if she takes it inside. Looking for some help. Barnes was pushed that time. No call. Still possession. Kokenmeister still with it. She's a strong player, just very hard to get off the ball. Urquhart on the left flank. And the ball goes out, so it'll be a goal kick. And win Urquhart with a nice move down that left side. Danny Kaufman-Cedeno comes in for Samantha Barnes, who has played an outstanding first half. Couple times down that right flank, she got loose. She's been very dangerous. It's interesting, Swarthmore with just one shot, but it was the shot that counted. The goal by Gibbons. Really like how Swarthmore has tightened up defensively. If you remember, Oyongo Opio kicks that ball out of bounds, so it'll be McDaniel on the throw. That'll be Allison Storm. And that ball goes out for a corner. So that'll be the third corner kick for the Green Terrier. Storm will take it, and McDaniel very dangerous in these situations. But that ball's out. Oyongo Opio with the header out of there. How many times have we said that in the first half? Wow, she is very tough to beat in the air. Here comes the telly. Oh. Sheppers. Well, number 5 always has a lot of white shirts around her. They are not giving her very much room at all. Here comes Gibbons bringing it out. She's been strong both ways. Looking to go on the right flank to Kaufman-Cedeno. And that was a good defensive play by 21 Crowley. 19 is Klutz. Switching fields nicely. Maddie Schwartz gets it out to that right flank. We haven't called Schwartz a lot lately. She's very dangerous early. By the way, 23 Isabella Suarez into the game for McDaniel. There's Urquhart on the throw. Gibbons, how active has she been here in the first half? It's a dangerous situation now for McDaniel. Cross inside, just a little bit too far, that cross by Mascunas. Kirsten Crowley, 21, retains possession of the ball. But we have a foul here and we have a stoppage of play. Player down. Yeah, they're calling for the training staff. Can't quite see who it is with the number covered up. In case you just joined us, it has been up and down soccer. Swarthmore leading 1-0. But McDaniel, especially in the early going, had the much better of play. But lately, it has been Swarthmore. That player is number 21, Kirsten Crowley. Had a very, very, very active first half. Crowley, the junior from Severna Park, Maryland. And gets a nice applause from this crowd. Beautiful Saturday morning. Here, this is an outstanding complex. Of course, there'll be men's soccer tonight here on the Garnet Sports Network as well. Glad to be bringing you both games today. I really think that Coach Todd Ankaitis' Swarthmore team has done a great adjustment early on. McDaniel was just buzzing all around the goal, and what they've done is they've basically just started marking tighter. The players haven't had the room early on. The very dangerous Hannah Shepers was kind of having her own way and really being dangerous, and Swarthmore has done a tremendous job adjusting and not giving her much room. Suarez battling. There's Gibbons. Gibbons doesn't give up at all, and she drew the foul that time. Boy, Veronica has had quite a first half. The junior from Upper St. Clair High School in Pittsburgh. Oh, there's an ill-advised pass. Intercepted. Oyanyo Opio, though, tried to make up for that play but couldn't. Allison Storm on the throw. Again, because of the pressure, the Green Terrier have to go backwards, but they do a tremendous job switching fields. We've seen that. Mascunas with Urquhart to beat. There's a foul, though. She pushed off that time. Excellent job that time by Anwin Urquhart. The junior from Edwards, Colorado. Wow, this has been quite a defensive effort by the Garnet. So it'll be Swarthmore on the throw. Urquhart. Gibbons gets her head on that ball again. Jules Dodderwike had nowhere to go, so she had to kick that ball out. So again, a throw in. And it'll be Gibbons on the throw. Kokenmeister right near the goal should be a tremendous target there if they can get it to her. Ball has a little too much air, though, and headed out. There's Sheppers. It's like a 1-on-4. Look at that. She's just looking for someone to pass back to because there were so many white jerseys around her. That ball by Weinold, 17, cleared to the outside. That's one thing McDaniel has really, really done well. They've found players in space. Oh, there's a defensive play by Charlotte Pohl. Pohl still on it. Gets it back to Urquhart. Keeps possession. Very nicely done. Doesn't panic. And here comes Allie Sheave. Sheave being composed there. Look, she didn't get rid of it right away. There's Gibbons. One thing you've noticed about Gibbons in this first half, with all she's done a tremendous job in keeping possession. Oh, that ball headed out there. And again, here comes the Garnet. Good defensive play, though, that time. Oh, and keeps it out. That was Ali Zatelli for the Garnet, who had it down that right flank. There's Sheave. Just a little bit too far, and it'll be a goal kick. And the crowd applauds as Swarthmore has continued to put on the pressure. Catherine Karstensen, who just allowed her first goal this season. Of course, McDaniel came in with a 3-0 conference record leading the conference. That was Weinold. Trying to work that right flank, but the pass a little bit too far. It's interesting, though. That was the first time that we've seen McDaniel that wide, and we have a foul that time on McDaniel, so it'll be Charlotte Pohl on the free kick. Oyanyo Opio goes to Sheave. I'll tell you what, they've really been composed in the back. Fernandez Bruff into the game now, number 7 for Swarthmore. Jacinta. A sophomore from Gillingham, England. Here comes Kaufman-Cedeno on a throw, and there's the ever-present Gibbons trying to get it back. Gibbons wins another ball. How many of those balls has she won? Trying to go outside, but well done, cleared away by Weinold. Excuse me, there's Weinold. Trying to look to Mascunas down that right flank. Mascunas has had success. But Urquhart coming back defensively on the trail. That's an excellent job. I'll tell you, these Swarthmore defenders are really picking up for each other. If one gets beat, there's a lot of help on the weak side. Urquhart couldn't let that go and turns it upfield. Another excellent play that time. Hit off the Green Terrier, so it'll be a throw for Swarthmore. Couple subs coming in the game. Anna Chiron and Eli Dellinger for Swarthmore. Gibbons gets a well-deserved rest here. There you see the time at the lower end of your screen, 16:22 and counting. Also out, Ali Zatelli, who has been very effective here in the first half. So we'll see how the depth plays out for Swarthmore. They were looking for Kokenmeister up there. It's interesting, Kokenmeister 3 has Dotterwijk, number 14, really marking her closely. Interesting tactic, if you notice here by McDaniel. What they've done now is their leading goal scorer, Hannah Sheppers, she's working more toward the middle of the field. Now she's out toward the right flank, away from the center of the field. And just as I say that, she's back in there. Oyanyo Opie, look at that control that time. Beautiful job. Danny Kaufman-Cedeno battling for the ball. And it will be Swarthmore. Boy, Danny's giving them some tremendous minutes off the bench. Karen Mays, 26, coming into the game as Charlotte Poole gets a... I say they all get well-deserved rest. They're really doing well. So Mays will go in the back line. Weinald drew the foul. She is very tenacious, number 17. Elena Klutz going down the left side. Klutz has Oyanyo Opio to beat. Tries to take it in the center, looking for a teammate. Weinald could have maybe had the shot that time. Klutz, and an excellent job by Allie Sheave with the defensive play and kicking it out of bounds. So it'll be Allison Storm on the throw. There's Sheppers. Sheppers back to Storm. Storm crossing it inside. And that was kicked out wide. So it'll be a goal kick for the Garnet. Lauren Keller making her second start of the season, as we said, in goal. Has been the beneficiary of an outstanding defensive effort here in this first half. Suarez, she's very dangerous. Tries to get it on goal, but not much on that. Isabella didn't have a whole lot on that ball, but she's a dangerous player. You can't give her too much room. Sheave kicks it up. Kokenmeister couldn't quite make the trap that time as Thomas cleared it. Here comes Suarez. Again, looking to Mascunas on that right flank. And Urquhart with the play. How many times has Urquhart been so dependable there, thwarting drives? There's number 7, Fernandez Bruff. Soares to McCunis. Urquhart with the tap back there. Again, another fine defensive play. Oyanyo Opio. Boy, Alice has had quite a first half, hasn't she? Just controlling that back line. Kokenmeister, look how strong she is. But that ball was cleared away by Dodderwike, 14. Very active defender. She reads well. Makes the move. Here comes Kokenmeister. We'll see if she can turn it. Kicks it off that time. That was off Ashley Thomas, 28. Kokenmeister still with it. Going down the right side. Trying to clear and gets a corner kick. So it'll be Eli Dellinger on the corner kick for the Garnet. That was a nice clear that time by McDaniel. Here comes Dellinger on the cross that time. Whether it was a cross or a shot, but the ball went wide. Madison Hill in for McDaniel. She was one of the people that got that initial clear on defensively. She's wearing number 2. Here's a dangerous situation now. Sheppers, but she has to pass back because Oyanyo Opio with the great defensive pressure. They are not letting her have any room. Lulu Wilson, Elizabeth Brown into the game. Also, Megan Ruoff. So I'll tell you what, Coach Ankaitis really going deep to his bench, and I'll tell you, it's paid dividends because there's been certainly no drop-off with these reserves coming in. Also into the game, Mikado Ako, number 21. Kokenmeister. Oh, and cleared out that time. Nice defensive play by Sydney Lewis, number 4. She drew the foul. So it'll be a free kick coming up. So both teams have gone to their bench. Swarthmore more so. Thomas on the kick. There's Weinold. Well, before that, number 17. She's really gotten a lot of the action started here. Great job of Swarthmore just coming back defensively. Oyanyo Opio was looking to go long. That was a good idea to Kokenmeister. Just wasn't executed, but that wasn't a bad idea. She basically would have had one defender to beat. There's a little dangerous situation here as Madison Hill couldn't quite get to it. So it'll be Nikte Machado Ako on the throw. Elizabeth Brown, number 28 in the game for Swarthmore. I'll tell you what, 28 Ashley Thomas for McDaniel, been very, very solid. Again, nice job there defensively by Machado Ako. And into the game, Rebecca Putnam for Swarthmore. Kokenmeister goes out with 7:28 and counting left here in the first half. Look at the tremendous body control that time by Oyanyo Opio. She didn't obstruct the player, but she didn't allow her to get it. Ball goes out for the goal kick. That is a textbook defensive play. And they'll go to her off the goal kick. Back to her keeper. Keller one-times it out. Machado Otko. She's been in the game and been very, very busy. And that time they called the foul on her. Referee Brandon Miniscalco talking to her about that. So it'll be Allison Storm on the free kick. You know they're going to look for Sheppers. And that ball cleared out, but not quite, as kept in that time by number 14, Dodderwhite, coming up from her defensive spot, but the ball will go out. Can't say enough about this defensive effort of Swarthmore here in the first half. Players picking up for one another, covering for one another, and also doing a good job when they're put in one-on-one situations. What a first half it's been. Really end-to-end action. Sydney Lewis, number 4, into the game for McDaniel. Headed that one out of bounds. Morgan Ruoff. Looking to go down the left flank. Ruoff on the throw. And here we might see the first punt from Catherine Karstensen. Yeah, that one above midfield. As we mentioned, she's gotten a couple of assists. Look at Weinold, 17. She has had impeccable control for McDaniel. Has helped them get on the attack a lot in this first half. Five shots for McDaniel, just one for Swarthmore, but it was the goal by Gibbons, her second of the season. Tell you, McDaniel has not gotten a whole lot of an attack lately. There's Weinold, though. She's been dangerous. She's got some steam. Weinold still with the ball. Going to the left side. To Hill. Hill getting it back to Storm. Storm crossing it inside. Weinold again. She'll go with the long shot. Oh, saved by Keller. Outstanding job by Keller on the diving save that time. We told you about Jessica Weinold and her ability to hit her teammates and pass. That was an outstanding shot and an equally great save. Lillian Keller, as Allison Storm will take this corner kick. Oyanyo Opio with the header out of there again, thwarting another defensive play. I'll tell you what, if you enjoy great defensive effort, well, then you've seen it this first half by Swarthmore. Yep, we have an offside there that time, so it'll be the Garnet coming the other way. Under 3 minutes to go here in what has been an entertaining first half. At Clothier Field. Just a tremendous complex here. Great place to watch a soccer game. Must be even a better one to play one. And what has been impressive here in the first half is Coach Todd Ankaitis has gone to his bench, and his bench has delivered. A lot of his regulars have gotten some pretty good rest, and of course, this person with the ball right here, she's not coming off the field. Ayanyo Opio. Hey, how about that, my Machado Otko? Going to feed that time, she was looking in a little bit too far. She was looking for Abby Chang that time. Just a little bit too far, but an excellent idea. Why not? Oh, that ball goes by, and again, that was Elena Hincapié, and she almost had a goal. So with a defensive miscue that time, almost had it, but kicks it over the goal post. The sophomore from Winmore, PA, not too far from here. Dangerous situation that time. One minute in the first half. Swarthmore clearing it out. That could be a dangerous situation if you clear it out in the middle, but there were no green shirts there, so it was all right. Now, that time was a push that time. They got Sydney Lewis a little bit too aggressive. McDaniel was outshot Swarthmore 6-2 here in the first half. Weinhold, wow, has she been strong. And how about Machado Otko? Really had a strong first half. So that will do it. At the end of the first half, the Garnet leading by 1-0. The first goal scored against McDaniel in the Green Terriers' 10th game of the season. What a first half it's been. We'll be back for more right after this timeout. half by Swarthmore, leading McDaniel 1-0. As we mentioned, McDaniel came into this game having outscored teams 19-0. But a goal in the 14th minute by Veronica Gibbons on an outstanding cross by Ali Sheev, and that has been the scoring in the first half. I think the most interesting stat, though, in the first half, and it's not really a stat, but players used. Coach Todd Ankaitis went with 11 substitute players in the first half. McDaniel going with 6, but what happened was just about anybody that he brought in there really gelled well. So we'll begin the second half. I see Hope Neal out there for Swarthmore. Hope, the freshman from New York. And we are off. Relatively clean first half. Swarthmore with 5 fouls, McDaniel with 3. The officials really allowed them to play, and it was a relatively clean game here. Remember, in the opening minutes of the first half, Swarthmore put on such pressure. Here comes Sheppers. She's got Pull to beat, and Pull will not let her do it. But it'll be a corner kick as Allison Storm will be taking the corner. 5th corner kick for McDaniel. There have been 2 for the Garnet. Now, this is interesting. Sheppers is right there short, but Swarthmore has that, so they have to go inside. Interesting. And there's Barnes. She'll kick it out. Barnes, very effective, wearing number 24 for Swarthmore in the first half. Dodderwike. I think McDaniel got a little bit away. They were knocking the ball well around, switching fields and everything. And then they kind of got out of their game. There's Dodderwike. She's been a force defensively. Barnes. Back to Sheev. Really nice little possession of some possession ball by Swarthmore. And here come the Garnet across midfield. Urquhart couldn't quite get to it. She had a very, very active first half. Anwin made several tremendous defensive plays. And look, there you see 2 players around Sheppers. And Sheppers that time pulled down Urquhart. But that has been the whole key, and this has been an excellent job by Swarthmore. They have not allowed the main scoring threat, Hannah Sheppers, who has 8 goals. Here's Charlotte Pull, also very strong in the first half. Sheev. Oh, great step over there that time and kept possession. That's an outstanding play by Sheev. Here comes Neal. Hope, the freshman, brings it back inside. Oh, working the ball well. Sheev on the cross. Remember, she had the assist on the first goal. Maintaining possession. Urquhart. She'll look to cross it in. And right there is Catherine Karstensen. We talked about that long punt, and there it is. Wow. Urquhart, look with the trap, keeps possession. That is just textbook playing. That's somebody who really has great ball possession. Little give and go with Gibbons there. Wow, they're working that side well, but the quarters were a little too tight. And here comes Maddie Schwartz, number 9, coming the other way. Jessica Titus, 24, around that area too. Look at Sheev, not giving up any ground out there, but it'll still be McDaniel ball. There's Shepers. And again, another fine defensive play by Oyango Opie. How many times have we said that today? Wow. McDaniel looking across. This is dangerous. And cleared away that time by Sheev, but still kept in. Barnes will try to take it to the outside, but again, kept in by Kirsten Crowley. There's Sheev. Couldn't quite get enough on it. So just as we saw in the first half, McDaniel coming out in the second, applying some pretty serious pressure here. Barnes deflected that out of bounds. It'll be Crowley on the throw. Back to Crowley. She'll look to cross inside, but no! Barnes again with an outstanding defensive play. She got her foot on that. And trying to clear it out is Ali Zatelli that time. Amy Harris, 11, to Barnes. Barnes didn't have anything. Look there, but lost the ball. Here come the Green Wave looking for Shepers. Dangerous, but again, Sheev on the spot. And that's been really the key for Swarthmore. The defenders off the ball have come up and made the plays. Gibbons with a strike that time, and Amy Harris clears it out of danger. Allison Storm tries to go to Schwartz. There's Schwartz. I'll tell you what, early on, Schwartz was really controlling play for McDaniel. And again, I think Swarthmore's done a good job of saying, hey, number 9, we're not going to give you that much area. There's Schwartz. Schwartz going to McCunis. You know, they worked McCunis on that right flank a lot in the first half. Charlotte Pull. She was initially beaten, but got back that time, forced that ball to be kicked out, so it'll be a goal kick for the Garnet. Kicked out again by Oyango Opie to Barnes. Barnes has very good speed, and she can turn it up that right flank if you give her any kind of room. Weinold. Weinold does a good job of getting this team set up. 17, you'll see, for McDaniel. Really has a lot of composure. Doesn't always want to get rid of it. There's Charlotte Pull, and she'll clear it out. Comes McDaniel. McDonald going inside this time. That's dangerous. Urquhart right there. Can she clear it out? Urquhart with McCunis, and a fine defensive play by Anwin Urquhart. Well, she done well here in this game. Of course, you could say that for a lot of the Swarthmore players, couldn't you? You might tell I'm a former defender, so I get, wow. That time, Ali Zatelli was looking for Kokenmeister, and the ball just got blocked. That could have been a very dangerous play. Oh, that time McCunis couldn't pass that ball behind Shepers. Oyanyo Opio has just been tremendous today. Alice, number 5 for Swarthmore. The junior from Harrisburg, PA, Central Dauphin High School. Here's Allison Storm. McCunis, she has been dangerous. She's got great speed going down the right side, and Urquhart right there. And they're calling it on McCunis. It's coming the other way. Pull. That's kind of a dangerous kick, and intercepted now by Shepers, trying to make the turn, and again, Oyanyo Opio with the tremendous defensive play. So with the throw is Kirsten Crowley. There's Shepers. And one thing about Shepers, and they're saying she pushed off that time. I was just ready to say that number 5 for McDaniel does a great job of shielding the ball. She's very strong. She's certainly used to playing with her back to the goal because she has so many defenders right on her. Sheave looking to go up to Zatelli. Wait, Zatelli just never gives up on a ball, does she? Number 9 for Swarthmore. Never gives up on it. There's the ever-present Oyanyo Opio. Oh, that could have been a dangerous pass, but Charlotte Poole was able to clear it for the Garnet. Again, Madison Schwartz, they are giving her no room to work. Early on in the game, she had that room. I just think it's been an outstanding defensive adjustment by the Garnet. Early on, the Green Terrier were really having their own way. Charlotte Poole gets a well-deserved break here. Into the game is Karen Mays wearing number 26 for the Garnet. My guess is Poole will be back. Here comes Schwartz. She gets very dangerous. Schwartz with the left foot doesn't get anything on it. And Lillian Keller makes the easy save. I'll tell you, if you give Schwartz or Shepers any kind of room, they can get that shot off. Wow, there's Barnes again, but that ball was cleared away. Nice clear by Ashley Thomas. Barnes. Oh, that ball was hit away. That was an excellent defensive play by Weinelt, the freshman. She plays with great pace, doesn't she? Here comes Gibbons on the throw. Again, we talk about a little too much air on that one. Good idea, but just a little too much. And there's Schwartz. Schwartz sending in Shepers. Shepers, one touches wide. What a chance by Hannah Shepers that time, and she shoots it wide. We talked about it. I think the two most creative offensive players on this team, Schwartz and Shepers, and they worked a nice little give and go there. And Shepers is going to be taking a break as Elena Hincapie comes in wearing number 3. By the way, she had some dangerous runs early on too. So the Swarthmore defense isn't able to fall asleep. I actually said I thought Shepherds was out. She's still in the game. There's Sheave. That's dangerous. She puts it right in that middle of the field. Did we see a ham? And that ball is finally cleared away by Karen Mays, but couple lazy passes and then Swarthmore was able to get away with it. Allison Storm on the throw. Storm crosses it in. Amy Harris got the initial hit out, and now it's Zitelli. Couldn't quite keep it in, so it'll be a throw-in for McDaniel. There you see the time at the bottom of the screen. Glad you can join us here on the Garnet Sports Network. Hope you're able to tune in tonight for the men's action against McDaniel. Zitelli is tripped that time, so it'll be a free kick. Mays. And she goes back to Oyanyo Opio. Really a lot of poise. That ball, was it kept in? No. Nice try by Ali Zitelli. Zitelli, the freshman from Ramsey, New Jersey, went to Immaculate Heart Academy, often one of the premier programs in the state of New Jersey. I'll tell you, Swarthmore working in some tight quarters here. Coming into the game is Jacinta Fernandez, be rough. Fernandez Bruff into the game. She's right there. She was open, had the ball, but there's Neal. Zitelli looking for Barnes. And that time, that was an outstanding defensive play by Kirsten Crowley, number 21. Again, wouldn't let Barnes get to the ball, but also didn't obstruct her either. So it'll be a goal kick. For Karstensen. As we said, her punts have been much further than her goal kicks. Here's Neal. Neal trying to work the left flank. Still has it. Touches over, makes the cross. That's a good play, but no white shirts there. And then finally cleared away by McDaniel. Oyanyo Opio with, again, just another solid defensive play. Notice how many times she enables Swarthmore to keep possession. Swarthmore, oh, that was a dangerous situation. That was Abby Chang that time. That was a pretty obvious foul by Veronica Gibbons. Gibbons, number 4 for Swarthmore, not just has been the goal scorer, but has had an outstanding game. Two-way performer. Eli Dellinger ready to come into the game for the Garnet. Shepherds, one touches it and headed out that time by Yanyo Opio. Good thing she got ahead on that. And that is cleared away by Gibbons. So a little bit of pressure here by the Green Terrier. McDaniel looking for that equalizer. As we mentioned, Eli Dellinger coming into the game, and she replaces Ali Zitelli. And Zitelli, her motor just didn't stop. Constant action. Wins a lot of balls. There's Weinold, 17. What a player she is. Schwartz. Crossed inside. That could have been dangerous, but Urquhart there with the semi-clear. Weinold still has it. Looking for some help. One touch that time by Jessica Titus, but the ball couldn't find a teammate. Lillian Keller making her 4th appearance of the year, 2nd start for the Garnet. There goes Shepers again. We talked about that shield. Look how she got that ball, shielded. And how about Urquhart? Would not allow her to cut back toward the center of the field. That's just an outstanding defensive play. Oh, now Shepers is going out. Olivia Moskunis, who's made several dangerous runs down the right flank, wearing number 25. There's Schwartz trying to turn it, but it's blocked. Moskunis, look at the defense by Urquhart. Would not let her turn that corner. And finally, that ball's cleared away by Mays. Urquhart, Moskunis. And that ball, if that could have gotten to number 9, Maddie Schwartz, it could have been a dangerous situation. That was one of the few times she had some room. Coming into the game, Nicte Machado Alco, number 21, and what a first half she had. Brought a lot of energy. We said it at halftime, and it still goes now for the second half. I think one of the keys for Swarthmore today is just how much the Garnet have gotten from the bench. Schwartz got a foot on that, but nothing dangerous, so it'll be a throw-in. Allie Sheave, the senior from Palo Alto, California, got her 2nd assist of the year on the goal by Gibbons. And that was a foul on the Garnet, so free kick situation. Looks like that's Crowley. Sheave kicks it out of there. Abby Chang still has it. Oh, that's a nice pass to Machado Acco. How about that working? Up to Neal. Neal's made a couple of dangerous runs here, still keeping possession, but loses it now. Here comes Schwartz. She is dangerous. And a great block that time, but it'll be a corner kick. So Elena Hincapie took her time, kicked it off Oyanyo Opio, and it'll be a corner kick with Allison Storm taking the corner. Keller with the ball that time aggressively. Here comes McDaniel again. It's a dangerous situation that time and cleared away by Machado Acco that time, saving a very dangerous situation. Wow, these defenders just continued to back up each other. Sarah McDonald, number 8, back into the game. McDonald was a real force early on in the game. haven't called her number quite as much. Look at that control by Weinold. Weinold with Gibbons on her. What a matchup that is. Weinold now cuts it to the left, crosses it inside, but there's Keller. One thing you really like about Keller today is how quickly she's come off her line and has been very, very decisive. I'll tell you one thing. Even though McDaniel's kind of had the better of the play here, it's not as if Swarthmore is just sitting back. They're trying to counterattack. Here come the Garnet inside, blocked away, and it'll be a goal kick. You know, and here's Shepard's back in the game. You knew she wasn't going to rest too long. Of course, McDaniel coming off a 2-0 victory over Virginia Wesleyan in its last game. Not surprisingly, Shepard's had both goals in that one. Sheave clears that out. To Barnes. Oh, that time, Maddie Schwartz. I don't know if she was trying to pass that or shoot it, but either way, it went wide. Got the ball from Fernandez Bruff. Into the game now, Danny Kaufman-Sedano. As Samantha Barnes gets a breather. Keller. Couldn't clear it away. Sheave got her foot on that ball. How many has she gotten? There's Weinold. Wow, has she been impressive? But there was Sheave again. I'll tell you one thing about Allie Sheave. She does a great job of anticipating balls. You think she's far away, but her anticipation is so great she gets to them. There's the ever-dangerous Shepherds. They have not let her turn inside. And again, a great play by Fernandez Bruff. McDaniel on the throw. Time starting to be a real factor here. We mentioned the Green Terrier, ranked number 10 in the nation. How about Johns Hopkins, also the Centennial Conference, ranked number 2. Into the game now, number 8, Amelia Mounts. And she'll replace Allie Sheave. And I'll be honest, I don't expect Sheave to be out very long. A junior from Honey Falls, New York is Mounts. It's going to be McDaniel now. That was Shepard's that time. Pretty far out going for that goal. But that's what happens when you're trailing. I mean, you have to put shots on net. There's Weinhold. Wow. Look at her turn it, and she starts putting on the jets. Nice step over there. She's looking for a teammate and does a good job of kind of getting out of that area. Sometimes McDaniel's had a tendency to kind of work tight quarters on that right flank. And there she goes, switching the field, looking to get the Shepherds. But did you notice the double team there? Of course, Yanyo Opio done a great job one-on-one defending. She'll let that ball go out, so it'll be a goal kick for the Garnet. Lillian Keller, the junior keeper. And you might notice that there's Weinhold again. Looking to go to McCunis. Good defensive play by Fernandez Bruff. Weinhold. Just love her poise on the ball, but Machado Acco that time, making one of several big plays. That could have been a little dangerous situation, but Ashley Thomas, 28, headed that out. Here comes McDaniel again, looking to go to Shepherds. Always one, usually two white shirts right around her. There she is. She'll try to shield the ball. Oh, she tried to turn on that time. Machado Acco clears it out. Wow, has she been a factor today off the bench for this team? Allison Storm on the throw. Storm. Looking to cross. And Sarah McDonald couldn't quite get to it as Keller. We talked about, Keller being quick off her line. She's very decisive, She also has good speed. She gets to the ball pretty quickly. Here's McCunis with the step over. Has Machado Acco to beat. That is no small task. Look at those two going at it. And once again, she wins it. Neal clears it out. Elizabeth Brown. Over to Kaufman Cedeno. She's got some speed and can turn it over, but that time she was pushing off to get advantage that time. So it'll be the Green Terrier ball. A goal in the 14th minute by Veronica Gibbons has stood up so far to this point. Yanyo Opio not only saves it from being a corner kick, gets it back to Keller. That ball's still in bounds. And a great job by Danny Kaufman Cedeno as she kind of kept things alive. Anwin Urquhart back into the game for Swarthmore. She gives the freshman Hope Neal oh, no, excuse me. That's Amelia Mounts. She gives her a breather. We've said it time and time again. I think Todd Ankaitis has had to be really happy with his depth that he's had today. There have been a lot of fresh legs because even many of the regulars have gotten to get a little bit of a breather. Of course, one person that hasn't is Alice Oyanyo Opio. I want to take her out of the game. Again, there's Shepers. Schwartz couldn't quite control it. You know, Schwartz is very dangerous in a one-on-one situation, and Swarthmore has been cognizant of that. And after the first few minutes of the game, with a few exceptions, Schwartz has not had a whole lot of time to be creative. And she is a very creative player. You can really appreciate her skill. Here come the Garnet. But a nice job by Isabella Suarez. But there's that ever-present Machado Acco. There she is with the head ball. Still going to be the Garnet ball. Fernandez Bruff. That could be a little dangerous pass right in that center there. Didn't have a lot on it. Here comes Urquhart. Urquhart, nobody on. Goes to Neal down the right flank. Neal steps over up. They're saying the ball's out. Good try, though, by Hope Neal. Swarthmore's had success working that right flank. Yeah, and back into the game is Charlotte Poole, and she replaces Karen Mays. Poole has been an outstanding defender here today. There's Shepers with Ianyo Opio right on her. And what Swarthmore has done, if you've noticed, even at the times, and there haven't been many, if she's been beaten and there's a trip, there are always defensive players covering up. No, we have a stoppage of play here. Yeah, there's a yellow. I believe that was Danny Kaufman-Cedeno. We'll try to get the official on that. Shot, and there's the save. So again, kind of a sign, I don't know if desperation, but that was a long way out. You know, we know Hannah Shepers has a tremendous shot, but that was pretty far out. But if you're McDaniel, you do have to put shots on goal at this point. There you see the time, 8:10 and counting left. There's Shepers. Look at that. 3 white shirts around her. Had the pass back. Schwartz kicks it over. So the two most dangerous players for this McDaniel team almost connected there. There's Gibbons, 4, who's back in the game. Machado Acco. Look at her. She's retaining possession, steps over. There's Chang. Very tight quarters there. But it's still going to be the Garnet ball. Well done by Abby Chang. Did not lose possession. It'll be Charlotte Poole on the throw. Coming back in is Kim Kokenmeister. Or ready to come back in the game. Not back in yet. Dotterwike said she kicked it off Neal, and she did. So it's McDaniel ball here. Machado Acco on yet another block. Look how far up Shepers has to come to get the ball. You have her that far away from the goal, a little bit less dangerous. Weinelt, number 17. What a game she's had. We've said that several times. Kind of a lazy pass down there that time by Isabella Suarez. I think she was looking for Weinelt to keep running down that right side. Here's what's interesting now. Charlotte Pull is on Sheppers. 17 for Swarthmore, 5 for McDaniel. As we mentioned, Kokenmeister is back into the game. Also back is Ali Zatelli. And she replaces Eli Dellinger. I think there was a little clock issue there. Either way, there's Gibbons trying to get out of a maze of players and does, but here comes Weinelt. Weinelt with a nice pass that time to Sheppers. Sheppers tried to turn inside, but Charlotte Pull got a piece of it. Wow, great job by Pull, who would not allow her to turn the corner. Uh-oh, here comes Suarez. Suarez on a tough angle now. Gets it in and scores. I don't know if Sheppers hit that in, but Suarez on the cross that time. And we have a player down for Swarthmore. So that ties things all up at 4:56 left. They are giving it to Sheppers on the tip-in that time. Suarez made the play, and Sheppers got a piece of that ball, and that is her 9th goal of the season. Hard to hold Sheppers down too long, but that almost looked like an innocent play there at first. Suarez was at a pretty tough angle. And that's Veronica Gibbons who's down for the Garnet. We've talked about how well she has played today. Good to see her walking off. So yeah, the shot itself by Suarez, not enough to go in, but the tip in was what did it. There's Sheppers. You do a great job of holding. She's like all great goal scorers. You know, you do a great job of containing her. Here come the Green Terrier again with the shot that time scores. Allison Storm. excuse me, that was number 10, Taylor Clausen, and all of a sudden, McDaniel scores 2 quick goals here and takes a 2-1 lead. Chang trying to make something happen, and she's tripped that time, and it'll be a free kick for the Garnet. You know, at this point, you have to pull everybody up, including Alice Oyanyo-Opio. You see number 5, she's going toward the goal. She's very good in the air as Charlotte Pohl will take this kick. Key opportunity for the Garnet. And making the save is Catherine Karstensen. Right idea, you know, you've got to get it up there, but Pohl clears it out. And no doubt McDaniel's been rejuvenated by these 2 goals. Timeout for more substitutions. Samantha Barnes back into the game as she replaces Hope Neal for Swarthmore. Look, Shepherds is getting close there, and she does get the ball there. But it'll be the throw-in for the Garnet. Schwartz. By the way, Schwartz that time was looking for Clausen, and that could have been a dangerous situation. Right now, both teams looking just to get possession. Ball staying in the air a lot. Zitelli. Kokenmeister. And Dodderwijk clears it out. Dodderwijk all so steady back there. So the Garnet putting on some pressure, but clock is not the ally at this point. Barnes has possession of it. Oh, loses it and then cleared out of there by Kirsten Crowley, number 21. Yeah, we have a handball. I think they're going to let Pohl take this one right now. Yeah. Oyanyo Opio going in there. I mean, that's ideal. And that's who they were looking for. That was headed out there by Dodderwijk, and that'll be a corner kick for Swarthmore. Not much time. Machado Acco, she'll tee it up. Oh, punched out of there. Karstensen with the punch out that time. What a play. So a valiant effort today by Swarthmore. But McDaniel showed why it's the number 10 team in the nation. The Green Terrier winning 2-1, but I'll tell you, Swarthmore will take a lot of positives out of this game. And quite frankly, so will McDaniel. I mean, this is the first time McDaniel has allowed a goal this season. The Green Terrier were down late in the game, and then 2 goals in under 5 minutes to go by Hannah Shepers and Tara Clausen. And the Green Terrier improved to 4-0 in the Centennial Conference, 10-0 overall. Swarthmore now 2-3-2, 0-2-1. But again, this shows the strength of the Centennial Conference, because Swarthmore, who is not considered among the contenders, gave McDaniel all it could handle. And I'll tell you, the home crowd, what a job by the home crowd, giving the Swarthmore Garnet a well-deserved ovation for just a tremendous game. Both teams deserve a lot of credit. This was college soccer at its best, up and down action. And a team like McDaniel, which has serious national aspirations, showed what it's made of down, and things did not look too good. So that'll wrap it up here. The final score, once again, McDaniel 2 and Swarthmore 1. We hope you join us on the Garnet Sports Network tonight when the men's team from Swarthmore takes on McDaniels. This is Mark Narducci saying thanks for watching, and have a great day, everybody.